There are a few things that you guys don't know about me. Now I think we have reached a stage where I should probably open up a little bit about certain things. Hey guys, welcome to the weekly review. Today I'm going to review the past week's goals, how I did, and well, the non-negotiables. First of all, let me just say it was a very stressful end of the week. I am recording this on Tuesday. This should have been recorded yesterday, but yesterday was a very stressful day. So I didn't record anything. So today I have to make 2 videos, but it doesn't matter, I can do it. Anyway, yesterday was a catastrophic day. I'm not gonna go into detail right now. I'm gonna leave that for the next video. Past week started amazing. Then it just went downhill fast. I was this close to a burnout. I didn't feel right most of the days. I felt exhausted. I didn't really do as much progress as I wanted to. I almost didn't even work on my projects. I'm not happy about it. But we are here today to change that. First of all, let me just review very quickly the past week's goals. Well, finish the scripts for the second chapter of Improve. I didn't do that. Figure out the new content style for my TikTok and Instagram. I said I wanted to do it because I didn't like the way that my reels look like. Surprise, I didn't do that. The only thing I did, it's also the most important thing, that was the most important goal of all of them, to introduce the NSCI project to the first company, and I have done that. I had actually introduced it to 2 companies. That's a check. 1 out of 3 goals, it's not that bad, considering how stressful and how bad the week turned in the end. Now, for the past couple of days, I didn't even put the to-dos and I didn't even check the non-negotiables. I completely lost momentum and it was a very bad couple of days for me. Saturday, I only did content. Sunday, I only did content. I didn't go to the gym. Actually, yes, I did go to the gym on Sunday. Yes, I did. But I didn't do legs last week. So that was the first time I ever skipped the gym. But I did go running. So I did kind of do legs, if you kind of look at it that way. But I did skip leg training in the gym. So I really hope we can fix this trajectory this week. Because it's not good. It's not looking good. Right, so the goal for this week. The first goal is to finish the scripts for the second chapter of Improve. The second goal might be a bit wild, but I want to get the first paying customer for the NSAI. And the third goal, the one from the previous week that I didn't finish, is figuring out the style for the new content type on my Instagram and TikTok. And that's pretty much it. Over the past couple of days, I had actually lost track of time and days completely. I keep thinking today is Monday. In reality, today is Tuesday, so I just remembered that I forgot to check the non-negotiables for yesterday, which isn't really hard because I only have to do 1 check. Content, and that is it. That is all I did yesterday, and I even barely did that. We need to fix things. Let me take you to the balcony with me and let's have a real talk, because we need one. Alright, so there are a few things that you guys don't know about me that, well, I wanted to talk about a couple of times by now, but it kind of just didn't make sense because, well, I was just starting my YouTube channel and it was also kind of irrelevant from the beginning, but now I think we have reached a stage where I should probably open up a little bit about certain things. So you guys see me go to the gym, work on the projects, running, and just working on my future, right? But things aren't too shiny. I'm sure many of you guys have wondered, what is he doing to earn money? Is he employed? What is his job? What is he doing? And well, no, I am not employed and I don't have my own business yet. In reality, I currently don't have any income. Let me take you back a couple of months, actually probably almost a year now. I have been working in a warehouse for car parts. I've spoken about this before in one of my videos, but wow, did you guys see that? That was a beautiful butterfly. Wow. Anyway, I was working in a warehouse for car parts. I was also a delivery guy. I was driving a truck. Well, actually a van, not a truck. I was working there for about a year. And then I started noticing two things. First of all was a complete exhaustion and complete mental instability. I was struggling mentally every day because I knew I wasn't chasing my potential. I always had big dreams, and working in a job had me suppressed. And I realized that from the beginning, a job is something you need to have to get the money in order for you to be able to even do anything else in the future. But working with people who don't share the same mindset and are only talking about drinking and how many girls they f***ed over the weekend, it's just not my type of environment, and I really genuinely felt bad. Then I started also noticing pain in my lower right abdomen area and in my back. So around this whole right section, lower right section of my torso. And well, I went to the doctor and they found that I had a hernia from both sides in my lower abdomen, and I had a herniated disc in my spine. So as you can imagine, I had to take a sick leave from my job, and I was getting around 60 to 70% of my salary each month, and I was home for probably like 6 months. I was trying to do something with my projects and stuff like that, but never really took anything off the ground because, well, I wasn't consistent, I wasn't disciplined enough, and I wasn't doing well mentally. That is also around the same time where, well, I'm not gonna go into details, but I couldn't extend my sick leave anymore, even though I had a genuine cause. And that is when I called my employer and asked him if he could fire me, because I cannot quit and receive a replacement money from the government if I quit. And I also couldn't come back to work because of my health issues. And then in the end, we kind of agreed to them paying me 2 months as if I was there, but I didn't have to come, which actually was a great help. So I stayed at home for 2 extra months. I was receiving a salary, and I was also looking for another job in the meantime, the one that wasn't physical, but I didn't find anything because, well, I also gotta be completely honest about this, even though it's very uncomfortable. I never finished high school. You might think, damn, what a loser, but I had my own reasons. I genuinely think that school is a big scam. You go to school if you want to be a doctor, or you go to school if you want to be an engineer. You don't go to school if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to work for yourself, and if you want to work online and create projects like I want to create. So it didn't make sense to me. So the only thing I kind of f***ed up over the years was I didn't take enough action to make things happen. I kind of screwed myself. Now I'm in a pretty, well, f***ed up situation. So currently I don't have a job because of my hernias, so I can't work physical job. The government won't pay me a replacement or any kind of money for that because I was the one who quit my job. But I didn't really have a choice. There isn't any loopholes that I could use to get around this. The government just won't pay me anything, which is fine. I mean, I'm not one of those socialists who claim that the government should pay unemployed people. But I do think, since I was a taxpayer, that a system should be set in place where if someone is genuinely unable to work, even if they quit the job, they were forced to do so, there should be a system in place where you get some sort of financial support, at least until you find a new job. Well, there's a lot of people who abuse unemployment, sit at home, do nothing, and receive money. The only thing they have to do is make it seem like they're looking for a job. And I'm not that kind of person. I'm an ambitious person. I genuinely want to work on something. Well, currently that something are my projects. Well, to summarize the whole thing, I was working, I got injured, I was kind of forced to quit my own job, and now I'm genuinely struggling to create something for myself and, well, earn some money. I did save up some money when I quit, so right now I'm running on fumes. I am kind of living off of that money, but that money is running out. So that is why also I have been under a lot of pressure and stress lately, and everything has been piling up on me. These are not good times for me right now. I'm under a lot of pressure to create a product that will earn me some money, because otherwise I don't know where I can get money. Maybe I'm gonna be forced to go do some physical job, but if I do that, I might completely f up my back to the point where I'm gonna need surgery. Even the doctors told me that if I continue working a physical job, I will need a surgery sooner or later, because my disc, I think it's L5S1 disc, you can look it up, it's the right bottom disc in the spine. It's herniated and it's pressing against the nerve, so that's causing a lot of pain, chronic pain that I'm dealing with every day. Nothing really seems to help. I just learned to kind of live with it for now. So yeah, things are not as shiny as they seem sometimes, you know. I just wanted to open up about that a little bit so you guys know where I'm at right now. I am looking for ways out, and I genuinely need to make a plan for my life right now. I need to sit down and think things through, because it's getting a bit serious. I am actually running out of money, so I'm gonna have to change something fast. I'm gonna have to find a way to earn some money fast. My girlfriend and I have been thinking about something. We've been discussing something, and I have talked about that in my previous videos. I just never told you guys what exactly it was. We are thinking about moving countries. Not gonna go too much into details right now, but we are thinking about, well, moving and starting a new life somewhere else, which would, I think, be a great opportunity for a new start, new chapter of our lives, and a new kind of boost, because, well, I don't think you can really achieve a lot in your hometown. There's just something will always keep dragging you down. You might see the view behind me and think, wow, what a beautiful town. I actually received one comment like that a while back, and yes, well, it's not ugly, but it's a box for me. It's dragging me down. My old identity lives here. People know me here. Everything is the same. I've been living in this city my entire life. Moving countries can actually enable you to start fresh, to build a new identity, to start from scratch, to build something new without the pressure of the old identity. I came up with that idea when me and my girlfriend were on vacation in the Canary Islands. It was in May this year, just before I started YouTube. We fell in love with that sense of freedom that traveling and moving abroad gives you. So that is what we are also kind of trying to do. On top of all of that, I am creating daily content, trying to work on the project as much as I can, balancing gym, nutrition, sleep, and everything has been piling up on me. So I did kind of break under pressure over the previous couple of days, and today I decided to sit down and plan my future a little bit more thoroughly, because there are some changes that need to be done urgently, and I might be changing a couple of things regarding my non-negotiables and my focuses. Not anything dramatic, but I'll still upload daily. I'll still do everything pretty much the same, but I need to shift my focus a little bit to what is going to get me money as soon as possible, because that is my number one concern right now. I have to get some money as soon as I can. That is the only way forward, and that is the most important thing right now. This is pretty much what I wanted to talk to you guys about. It's not as shiny as it seems, so I am struggling, and it has been taking a big toll on my mental health. I have been irritated, I have been anxious, I had many sleepless nights. So many of this is my fault. I'm not blaming anyone else for this. I had made decisions in the past that maybe weren't the best. Now I have to live with that, and I have to make up for it. This is what I intend to do over the next couple of weeks, hopefully as soon as I can, and I'll keep you updated every day. You can come back to my channel each day and you're gonna see a new video. If you like my honest, transparent journey so far, hit that subscribe button, leave a like, it helps, and comment down below, leave some feedback. I want to hear if you guys are struggling with the same things, or something else, just whatever you guys are struggling with, you can leave it down in the comments. We can talk about it, we can discuss our struggles together. It's been a bit of a different video today, a bit more of a reflecting and honest talk, opening up video, which was also kind of needed, so you guys know where I'm at, so you don't just see me working on my laptop, driving around, going to the gym, hanging out at a pool or stuff like that. I'm not an entrepreneur yet. I'm not rich. I don't have a lot of money right now, and to top it all off, I need to also fix my car as soon as I can, because driving around with a broken mirror might get me in trouble with the police, and I don't want to get a ticket on top of everything. So there's just a lot of things that piled up over the past couple of days, and it's been stressful. It's been very stressful. So, but I'm not going to end this video on a bad note. Everything can be fixed. I genuinely believe that everything happens for a reason. All of this is just going to make me tougher and more resilient to the future stress, which I think is a crucial part of building a business, of creating a good life for yourself. You have to be resistant to stress. This is all just practice. So yeah, anyway, I got this. I'm not going to quit. I have made a commitment, and I'm going to follow up with that commitment. I am going to make great things happen. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and thank you for watching. Salute.